welcome to the Good News. I'm Doc.
And I'm TJ.
And we are so delighted and thrilled that you have tuned in to the Good News. So let's just get right into it. Tell us some good news, TJ.
You know, the good news for me and most shoppers is that this Friday, what was that look, Doc?
You know, I just get a twitch every time I hear the word shopping, but you know, I've overcome that.
But there's so many sales.
You know, I used to post this a lot too. I love when people tell me how much money they can save me by how much money I spend. And to me, the best way for me to save is to not spend. So, you know, how are you saving me money by trying to get me to spend my money?
You know, I had the opportunity to upgrade my cell phone recently. And so I went into the store and I was looking for a particular one. I knew what color I wanted. I knew what model I wanted. And so I get there and of course they don't have that one. So he says, well, have you already started your Christmas shopping? And I'm like, huh? Because I got these iPads and these iPad minis and it's only $31 a month. You don't have to pay.
He's upselling you.
I'm like, what in the world? You don't have what I want, but you're going to sell me something you want to get rid of.
That's what you
So Black Friday's coming. Whether we're ready or not, it's coming. And this year doesn't even start on Friday.
You know, I think about, I understand the importance of stimulating the economy by getting us to spend more money, but if you want to stimulate the economy by getting us to spend more money, shouldn't you give me more money to spend?
That would be the best way for me.
Give me a job, give me a raise. You know, I don't have no problem spending money, but you know, everybody's after all dollars. You know, everybody want a piece of all money. Everybody has something that can make us feel so much better if we were to just give them all money.
Yeah. You know, the picture I was telling you about that I saw on Facebook or Instagram this morning that said we did a war on drugs and drugs increased. We did a war on what else? Something else and it increased. Maybe we should do a war on jobs and and work and see if we can get more of those. So it's just really interesting that every year, I mean, who needs to buy that much stuff every year?
And you know, and I think what gets me this term Black Friday, I had to come to grips with it, and I realized it, and you and I talked about it, and I thank God for the opportunity of taking some economic courses, because I know in economic, when you say black, you're talking about positive cash flow, you know, having positive income and positive revenue. But you know, when I used to hear Black Friday, I thought it in a negative connotation at first, and I said, hold up now, you know, wait a minute. But you know, instead of economics, I understand that most retailers trying to get into the black, and usually Black Friday helps bring them toward that journey of getting into the black. On their books.
That's true.
So.
You know, one thing I thought about, and it is the retailers. This is their biggest time of the year. These last few months of the year to meet the marks that they have set for their year. So I think about all those people that are now having to, since Black Friday starts on mid-Thursday, those people that have to go to work, and I hear all these people complaining, saying, well, that's not fair that they should be allowed to be with their families on the holiday. When you think about the retail stores that we're talking about, these are primarily hourly workers that probably would like to make some money on Thanksgiving and the Friday after, regardless of whether or not they get to spend more or less time with their families. I remember not too long ago being an hourly employee, and so when the business is closed, you don't make money. Those people that work there and are salaried, they get paid, but you don't. And so I think it's not as imposing on individuals that we would like to propose it is.
And you know, and I probably have a little different viewpoint on that. And what's so interesting about it is not that I'm that much pro-family about it, but I think people should at least have some kind of option on it. And I think what has happened is they've hired people and they pretty much forced them, you know, but I don't think they forced them because they knew what they were getting into when they actually took the job. But I want to kind of back up a little bit more.
Don't you still get time and a half for holidays?
Now, for Christmas and Thanksgiving, I think some of the stores get double time and a half. I'm okay with double time and a half, and I had an opportunity to work for a 24-hour retail operation one time, and I would purposely work the midnight shift. So if they needed me to come back and work 3 to 11, I would get some more double time and a half, and I would be paid, and I would take off the rest of the week.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but we were talking about the sales and how they come to the black during this time of the year.
Uh-huh.
Wouldn't it just make sense to only shop this time of year then? Because what they're telling me is, I'm ripping you off the whole year except for now, and I'm gonna sell you this same thing that you've been buying throughout the year at 75% off.
That may be true for some things, but I can't like go right now and get a bathing suit.
True, but I'm just thinking about a lot of stuff like electronics that we buy.
Uh-huh.
You know, you buy it throughout the year when it first come out, people stand in line for the PS4 and all this stuff, and then all of a sudden, Christmas holidays, they decide they'll throw in a Madden game and throw in all this stuff. Why you didn't give it to me during the beginning of the year when I bought it? You know, you had all these sales, the biggest sale of the year, and next week you had the biggest sale of the year, and finally we had Christmas, and at the end of the year, now you're going to give me a lot of stuff to come in and spend some more of my money. So maybe I should just hold on to my money every year until around Thanksgiving.
Well, and I think a lot of people do.
Yeah.
And I know people that like plan out their shopping, and this is where I'm going to be at 3 a.m. and this is where I'm going, and it's an art form, I think, like extreme couponing. Those people that actually go out and brave the malls and the discount stores and everywhere on Black Friday.
And you know, and I really enjoy shopping. You know, I like to shop. There are certain things.
You like to shop. You don't like to buy.
Tell, I like to shop for certain things.
Yes.
But you know, one thing I do enjoy, I like buying at the end of a season.
Yeah.
Like, I love buying my summer clothes right at the beginning of the fall and winter season, and vice versa. And I love buying Christmas stuff the day after Christmas and things like that, because I love a great deal. But still, you know, the best deal is not spending it all. So why do we feel like we need stuff all the time? And I know you was alluding to that a little earlier.
You know,
why do we have to have? I want. I need.
I was just thinking about the thing we did one year with the children for Christmas. Said, okay, go and show me 3 things that I bought you last year.
Yeah.
If you can't show me, then you don't get to add to that pile of stuff that's going to be forgotten in another year.
And you know, a lot of times we get things, and I think we talked about earlier, our children will tell us they want something, and instead of finding out exactly what it is they want, we're going to assume that they want something different, and we get it for them, and that's not what they really wanted.
Yeah. I am grateful that all of our children are at the age now where they can get their own. Gift cards are a beautiful thing.
And you know, and then they get to the stage they don't want the gift card no more. They want us to actually spend time to buy them something. Just today, I had made a statement to my beautiful daughter. I said, well, I guess now that you are married, I'll be getting you all a couple's gift, a gift for the home. And she's like, no, you know, I still want a gift, and you can still get him his own gift too. You know, we get individual gifts. I said, oh, okay, I thought, you know, it'll be consolidated.
You got added to, not subtracted.
So I had to buy 2 gifts, and I love both of them, and I have no problem with it, but I just thought I would just introduce that, plant that seed of harvest into her head. And
like you do for me with my birthday being on Christmas. You're just going to get one
big, grand, humongous gift. But I have something special in store for you, though, and you've already shared with me what you want. So
I'm excited.
I'm making sure that I do what I need to do to get you exactly what you want. No sidestepping, no half-stepping, and it's going to be what you ask for.
Turn up, Doc.
But you know, for its gifts, I have to actually think of stuff
I know,
because there's nothing that I really need for the most part.
And
There are a
that's
lot
a
of things
blessing.
I like to have, but a lot of things I like, I don't like to really ask people for it because it usually costs, and I'd rather much just get it myself than to put somebody out, and then they feel like they might have to spend too much or might not have it to spend, so
You don't
they feel
mind
bad.
asking me for big stuff and shopping sprees?
Well,
I like
that's
it on
good.
that other list.
What's yours is mine, and what's mine is mine. So is that is phrasing?
That ain't
What's yours
Bible.
is mine, and what's mine is mine. I know it's supposed to be what's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine. But I understand.
Yeah.
But the Bible said, "Give, and it shall be given unto you." Pressed down, shaken
Yeah.
together, and running over.
That's what it said. With the exclamation point
Oh yeah,
stops.
oh yeah.
You can tell when we've been in church all day.
Yes, I love it.
All right. Well, I think Black Friday. Do people still go to malls?
I'm sure they do. You know, they even have traffic report during Black Friday, and they have the
do.
helicopters out flying around the malls, telling you what side of the mall. And you know, I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. YouTube.
Don't do it. Don't say
tell
the store name.
I was gonna tell y'all the best place to park at in the mall, but she told me don't say the
Don't
name.
say the store name.
Well, can I give them a hint without saying the store name?
Okay.
It's the store that sells the best tools for your home.
Okay.
And it's not Home Depot or Lowe's. It's a store in the mall, and they sell the best tools for your home.
You are the worst hinter I have ever met, I do believe.
Do you think they understood the store name I was telling them about?
Yes, how could they miss it?
It's your mother and your grandmother's store.
The softer side of. Well, it's Sunday, so we do our spirit segment.
Yes.
You remember how excited you were either as a parent or a child to give a homemade gift?
Do people really be excited about that? Or they just feel like they're supposed to show that kind of excitement? And
No, I think
manufacture it?
it's cool. You did me a little tray and you wrote mommy in it. That was
So if I were
really
to
cool.
get you a little popcorn string necklace, you know how you get the necklace and they
Then I'm gonna
put
have
popcorn on
bugs
it
around my neck
and have it soaked in hot butter and give it to you. Here you go, baby.
I said mother and children, or
Oh,
parents
okay.
and children. A grown man give you a popcorn necklace. And we have some other issues. But in all sincerity, give of yourself this season. Spend time. Don't focus so much on the spending as you do the giving.
You know, and I have a tip too for our women shoppers,
Mm-hmm.
how to save extra money, save a little
Well,
more.
it's got to be the women shoppers.
Women, when you shop, and I'm saying this with the most sincere and humorous side I can come up with, try not to shop together in packs. I know you're supposed to travel in packs, but women, when you shop together in packs, you have a tendency to spend more because you always have to outdo your
What in the
friend
world
or
is a
outdo
pack
your
of women
sister.
shoppers? Where have you seen that? Is that a new mall phenomenon? Women pack shoppers?
You know how women like to call each other up and go to the mall and shop and stop at the Starbucks and stop at Maggiano's and all these cheesecake factories, and next thing you know, spend all the money on shopping, and you had to pull out the little letter that you got in the mail saying that we would give you an instant line of credit that you won't have to pay until January, and you're going further in debt. So I promise you, you'll be able to save a whole lot more if you left your sisters at home or your girlfriends at home when you were shopping. I promise you.
I'm going to say to our YouTube viewers, focus on keeping you in the black rather than putting retailers in the black this shopping season.
That's a good word.
It is.
Can't go wrong.
So you tell me what you thought about the message this morning.
I thought it was a message that had a unique twist, especially when you brought up the middle. And a lot of times people have a tendency to overlook the middle because they concentrate on the beginning and the end too much. And using the dash the way you use, when you talk about how you have the birth date, your middle dash, and then your death that you see on a lot of headstones and things like that. And that dash is a real short line, but there's so much impacted in that line. And the way you shared that about how you talk about Jesus didn't live longer than most of us who were at church today, and how Jesus' life impacted through the words he said, through the things he did, the people he impacted. And you challenge us to ask ourselves, what are we leaving behind as a legacy? What sayings that we have? Like, a lot of us remember what mama said or what grandmama said or things like that. What are we saying that people are going to be talking about later? What are we doing that people are going to be talking about later? How are we impacting people? And, it just got me to thinking also about wanting to do more and want to be more. And make sure that when people look back over my life, they'll be able to see that I truly cared and I truly love my sisters and my brothers the way Christ loved us.
What's in your dash? Amen. Well, I want to thank each of you for joining us again for this episode of The Good News. We are excited that you are commenting and subscribing. We'd like to encourage you to share the good news with your friends, family, co-workers, all of those people that you spend so much time with, so you can talk about us like you talk about Scandal on Friday
Get
morning.
your Gmail email account so you can be our subscriber and help us to get 10,000 subscribers so we too can take this message of the good news all over the world.
Amen.
Amen. So until the next time,
Good day and good night.